Well, an update now to a story we have been following from the beginning. The family of suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann has spoken out about how the case has upended their lives. Lawyers representing Heuermann's wife and children held a press conference about an hour ago. The family has not really said much publicly since Heuermann was arrested and authorities executed an extensive search of their home. That happened last month. NewsNation's Sloan Glass has been following this story from the beginning. And Sloan, the family is also now releasing these never-before-seen photos of their home.
Nichole, those never-before-seen photos that show the interior after investigators searched through the home for 12 days. Now, the attorney representing Heuermann's estranged wife, Robert Macedonia, also revealed that she has been suffering from cancer for the last 7 years. Now, the reason for telling us that, her health insurance is set to expire, and they were promoting a GoFundMe that has been set up by the Happy Face serial killer's family. And we want to show you those photos of the interior of the house. Inside the Heuermann house, Asa Ellerup said that it was left destroyed after investigators spent those 12 days inside and in the backyard looking for evidence. Her legal team sending us these photos that show boxes piled up, a complete mess of the place. But the DA had said that the house was cluttered and Heuermann was a pack rat when they entered the home. The most telling part of Heuermann's wife's attorney sharing these photos, Macedonia says that they are filing a notice of claim, and it seems like they are gearing up to file a suit for damages. Macedonia also said that drain pipes had been taken from the bathroom. Now, I asked the attorney for the two adult children, Vesmitvek, why he believed now is the appropriate time for Heuermann's family to be speaking about the conditions of their home. After all, this is a murder case with multiple victims, and he said it's partially because they have a short window to file the notice of claim.
Every moment that they spend in this waking, surreal nightmare, they have to keep reevaluating where they are, okay? Their valuables were shattered, their beds were destroyed, the places that they laid their heads down at night no longer exist. The reason that they spend so much time outside and why you folks photograph them on the porch is because they can't be inside. The house is in shambles, it's ransacked, it was run over through roughshod, okay? So it's not as if they don't want to be inside their house, but the conditions inside are deplorable, and they were left in a deplorable condition.
Macedonia also fought back on the label that the DA had given the area where Heuermann had 279 weapons stored. He said it's not a vault or a soundproof room. It was an unfinished room. And Nichole, I want to let everyone at home know that the family is not suspects. Travel logs show that they were away at the times that these murders were expected to be, where they alleged to have happened. But also Macedonia saying that the family has not been contacted by law enforcement. They have not spoken to investigators since Rex Heuermann was arrested.
And Sloan, before we let you go, I wanted to focus in on something you had said at the top about that GoFundMe. So that is for the suspected killer's estranged wife, who they do not believe is associated with these killings. But the GoFundMe was set up by the family member of a different serial killer, somebody who was convicted of being a serial killer, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it was a bit startling to hear that information because, wow, what a world that has been created around this case. But we do know that family members of other serial killers serial killers have been convicted, and then Rex Heuermann has not been convicted of any charges yet, but he is a suspected serial killer, have come forward and talked about the fact that this family is victims and that we don't know what they're going through. Their attorneys have said that they are living in a hell every single day, and there's been this growing support around them from other people who've had family members who have been arrested and charged with similar crimes.
Yeah, certainly a situation a lot of us can't relate to, so we can understand that need for community. Sloan Glass reporting live for us. Excellent reporting, Sloan. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.